What's up, y'all? So I'm about to show you how to wrap your hair for overnight heatless curls. I'm going to be using this flexible silk roller and I'm going to show you the steps. So most important thing you want to do, if you want tighter curls, then there's a couple of things you need to do, but you do need to consider the product you're going to use before you apply the roller. So you want something that's either liquid base. I think this is best on straight hair, and if you want tighter curls, or something that is serum based. This is like if you're using it on your silk press or your real hair. You don't want to put something liquid based on your real hair because of course it's going to cause it to revert if you don't do the roll fast enough. If you do it quite fast, then as long as it stays in place and as long as it's not too wet, then it should create a nice curl. It is gonna shrink your hair a bit, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. So first thing you wanna do is brush out your weave or your hair. And I am using the popular unbrush. You can use any brush, of course. And I think this is best if you're wearing leave out like I am. It's probably best to do this with the wig on your head and sleep with the wig on your head. As long as it's comfortable, as long as you don't have any combs poking into your head, then wearing a wig to sleep is a-okay. And of course, as long as there's no tension, and there's absolutely no tension with this wig on. So, okay. As you can see, my hair is beginning to frizz a bit. This is like I flat ironed it on Saturday and this is where we are. So you want to start by putting the roller on top of your head and clipping the side that you are not using or that you are not doing yet. That way it doesn't shift while you're rolling it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my product. I probably should have applied the product before I did this, but you know what I'm saying. Apply the product, brush through, then apply the roller. So I'm applying some serum to my hair, just a little bit, because if you constantly apply serum, it's gonna weigh your hair down. It's gonna make your hair look greasy, greasier than you want it to look. And to be honest, if you do this quite regularly, your curls should stay. I'm gonna put a little bit of styling foam on the actual weave. And these curls are from the heatless curls that I did on Sunday. So they're still kind of there. Just a little bit of product will do the job because, like I said, if it's too wet, the curls will not set. If it's too wet, the curls will not set. Okay, so you want to start. Now, one thing to know is you don't want to start rolling right away because wherever you begin your roll, that's where the curls will form. And when you wake up and take it down, you don't want there to be a huge curl right at the top, especially a small curl. If it was huge, voluminous curls, that would be different, it would be cute. But small little curls, I don't think that's the look you're probably going for. So with that being said, you probably want to bring or begin your curl down here because this is where you probably want your Farrah Fawcett to start. You're like away from the face curls to begin, like right around here. So if you want it to look more wand curly, that's like that spiral springy curl, then you want to roll and twist, roll and twist each time you wrap it around the roller. But if you want it to be kind of like regular curls, then you want to keep the hair on the roller flat. And if need be, you can comb it out or use your fingers to detangle it as you wrap. So you want to use some tension So just watch me as I do this. And also, the closer your notches are together, I would say the springier your curls will be. If you have really long extensions, then you probably need to put them close together. But if you don't, and you don't want your curls to look too springy or too short, then you might want to like drag them down more in this direction. It'll give you more of a wave versus a Shirley Temple curl. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the tight roll, especially because I have quite a bit of hair. So it's kind of like braiding. Like every notch, you kind of add more hair into the roll or onto the roller. As I'm wrapping, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm clearing out any extra hair that gets caught in this area because that's gonna cause tangling. It won't allow you to have a smooth curl. So I'm trying to clear it out as I wrap. And like I said, if you want the wand curl look, you're gonna roll, then add, roll, then add. And when you get to the end, if you have a lot of length, just keep rolling. All right, so the end of my hair, so the end of my hair stopped right here. So what I want to do is fold it up against the ends and use a silk or satin hair tie to keep it in place. I think that's good. Okay. One side done. So just because you're done with this side does not mean you don't need to continue using your clamp. So I'm going to clamp this in place and complete this side, and this will help the overall silk roller stay in place as I'm wrapping. Hello, so I'm going to be showing you how I take off my silk roller. So first you want to remove your hair ties. And you can really start by pulling it down and wrapping it in the opposite direction or just letting it unravel naturally. You want to avoid too much separation if you are trying to avoid frizz. right, so here are the results. So I'm gonna show you the difference between trying to preserve the curls. Let's say I wanted to preserve the springiness of the curls, but I didn't want it to look so Goldilocks-esque. I'm gonna show you how it looks preserving the curls and brushing up the curls. I usually prefer brushing up the curls, but let's give it a go. So what I would do is get a comb and not a brush so that you can go through each individual curl. Ideally, you want to use something that has wide teeth. And I would take the curl, smooth out the frizz, and just go through it like this. The best way to prevent it from rolling in itself like this is layers. But if you don't want layers, then just try to separate it. If you want to reduce frizz, I like to use a hair wax. Very small, a very small amount. A very small amount goes a long way. I hope now you feel more well-versed in how to do heatless curls. Check out one of my other videos so that you can see how I do other styles right here.